Good morning, first graders. Today we are on page 13 of your student journal, and it says, today I will collect, organize, represent, and interpret data using tally marks in a graph. Okay, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do all of that because we're not together in our classroom. So we're not going to be able to collect the information. So I'm actually going to give you the information. And then you're going to still represent it using a tally graph. So remember, our tally graph looks like this, but then we do have some new vocabulary. So it says greatest means most or more. And then they put TV, because in this tally graph, TV has a 7 votes, which was the most or the greatest number. Least means less or fewer or fewest. So in this vote, reading had only 3 votes. So that was the fewest or the least amount of votes. And then the word analyze means we're going to take a closer look at something. It means to really look at it and study it. Okay, so boys and girls, I'm going to get started with my red pen and my first problem. So here is my first problem. And it says, what is your favorite free time activity? So what is your favorite thing to do when you don't have chores or homework or you're not at school? And the choices are reading, watching TV, or playing games. Those are our choices. Okay, now I can't ask you, so I'm just going to have to make up some numbers for this. We're just going to have to make up some numbers for this one. Okay, so we're going to say that 7 people chose reading, 7 people chose TV, and 8 people chose games. Okay, so how do we write this with our tally marks? Remember our groups of 5. Ready? So for reading, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7. Now watch TV was the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And games is 8. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so then I do have some questions on this. They want me to know which category received the greatest number of votes. Which one had the greatest number of votes? Didn't games have the greatest number, because isn't 8 more than 7 and 7? And how many votes did that receive? It received 8 votes. So this one had the greatest number of votes. Okay, I'm going to do another one. This one says, what is your favorite summer activity? Okay, we just all finished summer. So what was your favorite activity? So again, I can't ask, so we're going to pretend with some numbers. I'm going to say 11 people said the pool, 8 people said the beach, and 3 people said bike riding. Maybe because the bikes are so hot right now. Okay, so how will I write these in our tally marks? Ready? For 11, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then there's 4, so 10, and 11. So I have a group of 5, and 1 more. Okay, for the 8, how are we going to do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And for my bike, I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so my first question says, how many students chose pool and beach? How many people chose the pool and the beach? Okay, so the pool was 11 and the beach was 8. So if I added those together, I could add 11 plus 8, or I could just add all the tally marks. And I have 5, 5, 5, so I have 3 5s, plus I have these. So 11 plus 8 is 19. My other question says, did more students choose the pool or the bike? More students chose the pool than the bike. That would be my answer to that question. Okay, so boys and girls, let's do some together. We're going to work on page 14 of your student journal. So if you can grab your pencil and turn to page 14. Here is our tally graph we're going to be working on. Okay, and since you do not have friends to ask these questions to, I'm going to give you some made-up numbers. So it says, what is your favorite playground activity? So we're going to pretend that 8 people said swings. We're going to pretend that 5 people said slide and 9 people said jump rope. Okay, so ready? Swings, let's do our tally marks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See how I make the space between my group of 5 and the rest of mine? Okay, let's do our next one. Slide was 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's all the slide gets is one group of 5. Okay, let's do jump rope. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so now let's answer these questions. It says, how many people chose slide as their favorite playground activity? Well, slide was 5. And then our next question says, which category had the fewest votes? Fewest meant least. So which category had the least? That would be the slide category, because 5 is the least number compared to 8 and 9. Okay, let's try another one together, boys and girls. Please turn your page to number 15. And it says, what is your favorite school subject? What is your favorite school subject? Okay, so we're going to put some made-up numbers here, okay? Ready? We're going to say we have 6 for reading, we have 14 for math, and 2 for writing. Of course, your math teacher chose math to be the most popular. Okay, ready? So let's make our tally marks. So for 6, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, for math, we have 14. That's a large number. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's how we would write that as tally marks. Okay, and for writing, we have 1, 2. Okay, so let's look at our questions. How many students chose reading? So how many students chose reading? 6. Which category had the most votes? Which category had the most votes? That would be our math category. Okay, this question we haven't seen yet. How many students voted all together? How many students voted? Well, if 6 chose reading and 14 chose math and 2 chose writing, we would have to add all those numbers together to get our answer. So I know that 6 plus 14, I could do that first, and I could say 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 6 plus 14 is 20, plus 2 more would be 22. So 22 students voted in that. We call that like a survey. Okay, boys and girls, you're going to have one to do by yourself, but I'm going to give you the numbers since you're not with friends. So I want you to say that 3 people chose basketball, 12 people chose soccer, and 7 chose baseball. And then you could do your tally marks and answer your questions. Okay, have a great day. Bye-bye.